How to get your fullbacks high in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Okay, cool, got our players. Welcome to another episode of Highlight the Routes. Today we're going to look at something completely different. We're going to look at the phases of play, or some phases of play, within the 4-2-3-1 formation. How to get your fullbacks high. Got my tactics board, got tactical pad on the computer which I'll refer to a couple of times. Obviously we need some players. Okay, cool, got our players. So 4-2-3-1, this is my take on it, okay? People play formations and phases of play and systems completely different. This is just mine. I have a way I like my teams to play. Don't always play the same formation, but I do kind of play the same philosophy. That's the main thing. So when you're looking at your philosophy, you've got to stick to it. Really, a formation should be one of the last things you pick on a game, depending on what level you're at. Obviously, you can play where you know your opposition. So knowing your opposition, you might pick a formation to counter that game that you're playing against them. You might stick to the same formation completely all season because you don't know your opposition, or you might be happy with it and let them worry about you. People have different ideas. This is my take on the 4-2-3-1. I do concentrate a lot on these guys. There's a CDM and a CDM, because these two allow my fullbacks to get high and support the wide players, the wide forwards, and support the play. If you guys are new here, we do have different shows that we've recorded in the last few weeks. This is kind of the first one I've done for 11-a-side. I've done a 9v9 one. We are still on lockdown. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button please, hit the bell, turn the notifications on. You won't miss any of our shows. If you're returning, welcome back. It's nice to keep you with us. Right, obviously we need some opposition players. Put them on. A lot of teams play 4-3-3 nowadays, so I think we'll play a 4-3-3. And there we have our 4-3-3, cool. Also need a football. Wicked, nice one. Now we've got our 4-3-3 opposition against our 4-2-3-1. Loving the camera tricks, by the way. Not sure how that one will work out, so let's have a look when we redo it. Again, like I've mentioned, this is my take on it. It's not set in stone. Everyone has different opinions. This is just mine. I wanted to share it with you. So the first thing I do tell my players in a team talk, and you know, when you're with a team for quite a long time, with a team for a whole season, they get to know you. You become a little bit boring, I imagine, as a coach, because you go on about the same things. And until the team's doing it 100% perfect, which I don't think many teams do, you're going to carry on repeating yourself. First thing I tell them is stay compact. Okay, so if the opposition have got the ball, I will literally want my players really compact. Okay, in there like that. Teams I've seen play like that quite a lot in the Premier League, Burnley, Liverpool, Sheffield United. It is no surprise that those three teams have probably got the, I don't know the stats, I'm not very good at stats, probably got the three best defensive records or goals against records in the Premier League. When you're talking to players, players respond to different things. I basically say to my players from the off, if the goalkeeper's got the ball and we're starting off, we're looking at a little imaginary line from the 18-yard box, get within that completely. Obviously the chances are ball's going to be phased out wide, and then we have to shift across as a team. That's a whole different story, okay? But that's the first thing I look at when I coach any formation or any kind of system or phase of play. You guys do whatever you want. That's just my take, as I said before. Okay, right, let's look at this situation then, and we'll move it over to tactical pad in a minute so you can see it played out. The team I was with last season, 2019-20 season, our season's over, we're not Premier League, so our season's finished. The team I was with last season, when I first introduced this to the boys, they were a bit confused, you know, but when you start working on it on the training ground, when you start telling them, when you get your tactics board out, when you start showing them how you would like it played out, literally play that out for half an hour, 40 minutes, 1 hour on the training ground against each other, it starts to work, and it starts to give a reflection of how you can get your fullbacks quite high and support play and create overloads, obviously help us attack the opposition and give us more of a chance of getting a shot on goal, which is the whole purpose of football. Okay, so let's have a look at a scenario. So our goalkeeper's got the ball. Okay, he's taking a goal kick. He or she's taking a goal kick. Okay, we want to get the fullbacks high. Naturally, we'll be thinking to ourselves, this is the fullback that we want to get high and create an overload somewhere around here. We're going to bring our right forward over. We're going to bring our centre forward over. Going to bring our left forward into sort of like a centre forward spot. Let's get these where they would be. Okay, centre forward, you'll be covering him, covering him. Okay, midfielders will be pressing maybe quite high with one holding back, and rather than a 4-3-3, like a 4-1-2-3 maybe. Some opposition might go like that and compact the midfield, so they keep it nice and compact in midfield on a. Yeah, let's go with that. We'll leave a lone striker. Okay, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't really affect us. Centre backs pushing forward, fullbacks are on, goalkeeper's nice and high. Okay, we want to influence these fullbacks getting high off our goal kick. The goal kick's going long in this occasion. Okay, we're not playing short. We're going to pop him or her up the top there. Okay, to support. Let's just call it halfway line. Don't know what age groups you're playing at. Obviously, adults will get up there. Going to bring our midfielders across. Okay. Now then, we need this one sitting in here. So our centre halves are going to split that striker. I want this guy quite high as well. Usually you could play counterbalance and you'd have your other fullback there, so you've got your three covering. But I want this guy high. Okay, I want to be brave. I want my teams to play brave, and I want to give us an opportunity of, we get the ball and win it around here, of switching play through to this channel here. Whether that be through this guy or a long ball straight over the top, makes no odds. I want that space to be able to be occupied by a high player. Now if he goes there, you're starting to think, well, you've got a one-on-one there, it's no big deal, this guy's free, this guy's free. They're thinking it's nice and easy. It's obviously important we keep possession in this. So I'm going to put that down as my number 4, my number 6, CDM, CDM. Okay, the biggest thing for me is these two centre mids here. 4, 2, 3, 1. The two CDMs have a huge discipline job to do. Okay, they must sit in this occasion. You can't have a CDM in this formation, in this system, who wants to get forward like Steven Gerrard, like Lampard. They've got to sit. They've got to sit and be disciplined. Kante for Chelsea. The lad at Liverpool, Fabinho. Now we've got 2 of them, and the reason why we have 2 of them is because they can cover. So if the ball is travelling out here, okay, and we win it, brilliant. Let's have a quick look at tactical pad, and we win the ball. Okay, so we won the ball and we got a shot on goal in that occasion, right? Excellent. Football isn't like that though, right? We all know that. Football isn't as easy as that. If it was, every manager would be successful and every game would be 10-0. It doesn't work like that. To cover the fact that our fullbacks have gone high, we need these guys to be able to cover this space, okay, should the opposition break on us. So let's say the opposition win it in here. We'll go back into tactical pad in a minute, and we'll look at the opposition winning in there. Our fullbacks exposed high up, our right sided forwards exposed high up, our centre forwards obviously high up anyway, our left forwards there, more to the point our left back is way out of position, okay, and they've got a big advantage because they've counter attacked us off our goal kick that we lost. Let's go to tactical pad and have a look how our CDMs would cover this. Cool, so that gives you an idea of exactly what I'm talking about in terms of the breaking there. Obviously we can lose the ball in any way, shape or form, so I'm just going to reset this and call back to our 4-2-3-1. Okay, I would now like to see our attacking play, but broken down in this area. So we've got the ball into the final third, we're mixing it in with our 9 and our 10, our 7 and 11, and we've got our fullbacks quite high. Let's pop that into position right now. Okay, this is where it could get a little bit complicated, okay, because we've still got our 4-3-3 formation that we're playing against, and we've also got now a 2-2-6, which is outrageous. But we need to be able to cover. The danger guy here is this guy, but our number 9's in possession. 10, 9, 11. Fullbacks. Okay, our number 9's in possession, so we're okay. We're not going to lose the ball, we're going to get a shot on goal, we're going to score, we're going to have an easy chance, we're going to hit the post, whatever. Football doesn't work like that. Keeper could save it, they could break us really quickly. If they break us really quickly, we've got to be ready. That's when we come to our 4 and our 6, who have to be ready for those triggers. As soon as we lose the ball, they need to get themselves back in position. Their right forward at the moment is the guy who's dangerous. Not so much this guy, because he can get covered. Centre forward is being marked by one of the centre backs, no problem. But it's this guy I'm concerned with. The ball goes through, the centre half nicks it, and he's come back. Let's just show you how this one would play out, okay? Bear in mind, 6 has to be ready. Our 6 has to be ready for the trigger as soon as our 9 loses that ball. Go straight into tactical pad and let's have a look at what I would expect from my 6 and my 4 to contain a counter attack against us in this situation. Okay, cool. So you can clearly see that the 6 was ready. He got back. He managed to get back goal side of the right forward before this guy could even react. That's what I would expect. If your 6 doesn't do that, you've got problems. If your 4 doesn't do it on the opposite side, you've got problems. If they steal the ball here, and we are back in this situation now, we need these guys, 4 and a 6, to cover our fullbacks. They basically become fullbacks and our 10 becomes our central midfielder. Every player in this system needs to know their job. Okay, it's not an easy formation. You can't go out there, you won't go out there in the first game and go, right, we've worked on this all week, bang, this is what I expect, and they do it 100%. It takes time, it takes a few weeks for them to get used to this situation. Depending on what level you're playing, players aren't used to this kind of transition. If it chooses to go long and they break quickly, I'm sure we can contain this and get our players and our fullbacks who are still exposed high back in time. You're looking at 4, I don't know why I got this guy, it's probably number 8, number 5, and your number 6, to contain the play and hold the play and delay the play until the other players get back in position and help. Okay, it sounds, I talk and I know exactly what I want from players. When you coach it, players get confused, you know, you need to show them, showing them on tactical. They get confused, they don't want to know sometimes, you know, so once they see it being played out and once they see their role, it starts to work a little bit. As long as you are telling each player their individual role, as soon as player A gets the ball, you do this. As soon as player B gets the ball, you do this. Then it'll work for you. It can work for you. You know, formations and systems of play are different, as I said. This one I wanted to just show you guys how we get our fullbacks high and where the cover comes from. There are so many questions. I imagine we could have comments. People start watching this, people will be commenting going, oh yeah, but if we did this and if we did that, you will be in trouble, or if we did this and we did that, you might score against us. There's lots of ifs and buts in football. If there wasn't any ifs and buts in football, it would be so simple to coach. It's not. This is my take. When I come up against your side, chances are my team will play like this. When you've got the ball, they'll look to get back in, contain, be nice and compact, and win that ball back off you. Main thing they will do is look to delay the play whilst my 3, my 2, my 10 get back into a situation where we can recover back to our 4-2-3-1. I could do something like this live because I could take your questions, and I would love to answer your questions. I might do that one day. I don't want to go live on Facebook or live on YouTube without too many followers. We haven't got a lot of followers at the moment. I'm not going to think it's worth doing a live show, have 4 or 5 people come in. You guys can leave your comments. You can email me, no problem. You can leave your comments below. Happy to talk football on any platform. I've got a Twitter account, bang. I'm on Instagram, bang. Okay, no problem. You want to send me pictures, you want to send me a picture of your tactics board, of your formations, send them in to me, okay? Let's communicate. I enjoy doing all this sort of thing. I've got so many ideas on formations and systems of play. Happy to help anyone who's struggling. Happy to take advice off people who know a bit more than me. Love that. Okay, I'm always here to learn. I'm always here to teach and help as well. So, I hope you guys got something out of this. How to get your fullbacks high in a 4-2-3-1 formation. How to make sure you get cover should you lose the ball. There's so many different things we could do. Don't want to bore you with it all. Have any suggestions on what you'd like to see? Put them in the comments as well below, and I'll see if I can do another video on that. For now, everyone stay safe, look after yourselves. Let's get back into football as soon as possible. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Find me on Facebook, find the show on Facebook. Here's the links. All the links for this will be in the description below. Spread the word. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the community that we've got so far. Found out last week that we got over 100 subscribers, which is what I asked for. I would love to get 30 likes for this show. That's all I'm asking for. 30 likes on this show. Absolutely buzzing. Thumbs up, hit that like button, and we'll speak soon.